Hi guys.
Hi.
If you guys don't know, this is my best friend from Israel. She came to visit me while we're in Miami, and we've been having some amazing time together. And I feel like we wanted to do a little bit of a video because I feel like you're one of the few people that I have in my life that knows me before.
That's true.
Before this grown-up life.
Yeah.
So before I had kids, before I met my husband, before Gary, before any of that, she was part of that life. So we actually met when we were models. We were both modeling in the same agency, and we were at a party in Eilat, and we kind of found each other because everyone else we were not vibing with anyone else.
Everyone was like out and about, like looking over the shoulder, like who's here? Do I need to know someone here?
Yeah, and we were just oblivious.
Yeah.
We're like, who wants a party? Yeah. And we've been through a lot together. We've been through breakups. We've been through
moving to Toronto,
moving to different countries, traveling the world. We're just kind of connected. In which languages do you speak to each other? I would say, well, we speak Hebrew to each other because that's kind of how I maintain my Hebrew, to be honest with you. But
if I send you a message, you always reply, first of all, in English, because,
if it's something that I have to, sound smart in, I'll say it in English. But I try to speak Hebrew as much as possible, and then we speak some Russian when we want to make sure no one knows.
Until we learn a new language, like until French.
Exactly. How do you manage long-distance friendship?
Just talked about that. And
I know.
We said that, when you give each other space and the time to evolve and to work and to do your own thing, then it's easier. We don't get offended if someone is not calling or, we give the space each other.
I think we have realistic expectations of each
sure.
other. I think that we're very connected and we cannot speak for months, but then we'll plan a call and we'll talk, and then it will feel like no time has passed.
We'll talk for 3 hours.
Yeah. And that's it. I think that we're all very much aware that each of us are going through, life, trying to, build a business and raise a family and just all these other things we need to take care of. And we really respect it. And I think that it's part of why our friendship is so strong.
I think it's more important to talk once in a while, but a good talk.
Yeah.
To spill the tea.
Yeah.
Try to say.
Yeah.
To give each other the information about your life and what's going on, instead of random talks like, how are you? Good, I'm fine. You too?
Yeah, empty conversations.
Yeah, it's not leading anywhere.
We just get down to it. We just go in there. We're just like, hey, how are you? So
listen. Listen what happened.
How many good and real friends like these you think is enough? I don't think there's a number. Why? You're very lucky, let me tell you. You're very lucky and fortunate if you have a few of them.
Yeah.
But one is more than enough. At the end of the day, I think that it's these relationships that take you through life. And I think now that I'm in my 30s, I'm learning to appreciate it so much more, to have the kind of friendships that supports you and to just have a place for you.
And to maintain such a friendship, it takes time, and it's not easy, and it takes work. So you can't give everything you have to 20 people.
Yeah, you have to be very selective.
Yeah, you have to be selective and to give your heart to the few that counts.
But you know what? It takes literally no effort or energy out of me to spend time with Mia. So I think that's what, there's not a lot of people where I feel like, wow, it's so effortless.
Yeah.
It's just so...
Because you know what? I give you the space to be whoever you are.
Yeah.
And you give me the space to be whoever I am. You don't judge me. You don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, if you have more than one like this, good for you. If you have one, you're very lucky.
Yeah, for sure. Not everyone have this one.
No. Do you tell your best friend absolutely everything? Yes.
You don't tell me everything.
Everything you want to know, I tell you.
Yeah, that's true.
If you ask me, I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not the kind of person that would just come and be like, here's
Yeah.
But if you ask me, I'll tell the truth, 100%.
Yeah, I feel comfortable to ask you anything. You feel comfortable to ask me. And, we know the limits. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
Yeah, 100%. What is your favorite quality in one another? Wow.
First of all, I love your generous heart. You always you really care about me. You know, not like caring, like, how are you need something. No, you care about me. You care about me enough to stop and to like try to give me an advice. And this is the most important thing, I think, that I cherish about you.
That's really sweet. Thank you. I think the quality that I love most about you is your openness. Like, I feel like if I'll ever need a person to come to just be like, I feel like shit and I fucked up and I did this or I did that, you'll be honest enough to tell me, yes, you messed it up,
saying it's,
and this is how we can like fix it, or this is how, you know what I mean? Like, you're not, you don't like sugarcoat it.
Yeah, and you don't judge, so you can be like comfortable enough to be bad at something or to have a bad day or whatever.
Yeah,
can be you.
You look so young. Genes play a role, but can you give us tips to look younger?
This is for you, babe, not for me.
I think it's for you too. You look amazing for 32.
Thank you.
Just good friendships. How many times you talk to each other in a week? In a week?
We cannot talk for like 3 months.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But then we have like this time, the period of time, we can talk like 2 times a day. But
right.
But it's a very little period of time.
Very little.
It's a small period of time.
Did you ever have arguments throughout your long friendship? And how did you overcome them?
Did we?
I don't think so.
Because of the space giving.
Yeah. Did you grow up in the same city? No. So you grew up in, where did you grow up?
In Holon. It's like suburb, like
suburbs
near Tel Aviv.
Of Tel Aviv, yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up in Beersheva, which is in the south, so...
The suburb of the suburb of the...
I was a desert flower. Gary calls me a desert flower.
For sure.
How do you stay so close when your lives went in such different directions? We stayed close because we're soul sisters. I can't explain it. It doesn't matter what happens in life, we're there for each other.
I think that we have like very similar goals and manners.
I think we also have very similar values and morals as well. So I think that's the base of it all. Also, by the way, fun fact, when I was pregnant with Max, no one knew, like Gary didn't even know. This girl calls me and she's like, I had a dream you were pregnant. And I'm
But you were pregnant for 3 days.
I was pregnant for 3 days.
Oh my God.
It was crazy.
And I tell them, and I called you and I'm like, I had a dream that you're pregnant. And she's like, oh my God, I just took the test.
And I am pregnant. Yes. Why did Mia only meet your kids now?
I'm ashamed.
Mia met the kids now because, well, 2 years ago I came to Israel. We went to Mykonos, but it was a trip that I did by myself.
And you know, it's not easy to travel that far away when you live in Israel to Toronto, which is like very nice.
Yeah.
But, you know,
not necessarily a tourist place.
Yeah, nothing to do there for me.
They came to our engagement. They came for our wedding. Like, I would come to Israel. We came to Israel. I was pregnant with Maxie, Gary, and I came to Mia's wedding. So it was more like we saved it for bigger occasions or like for a girls' trip. So it just kind of didn't happen. But
I'm very ashamed of it. Okay, so. But we fixed it now.
Will you come visit Israel with the kids? Yes, we're actually talking about going next year, maybe for a month. And just like spending, you know, a month there and then maybe go to Mykonos.
This is my idea.
Yes, it's true. Do you have other besties in Canada? I have a few close friends, but actually a few of them left Canada. So not a lot in Canada, not a lot. I have a few though. I have a few solid friends. What was your type in guys when you were younger? And did you ever have a crush on the same guy?
Never.
We never had a crush on the same guy?
Never.
I also have to say, I don't think we were like hanging out in the same circles necessarily.
Yeah, we were.
Really?
You didn't have circles. You never had circles.
That's true.
You were like, Mia, let's go out tonight.
Tell me where, I'll be there.
Yeah.
It's so true. I never had circles.
No, but because you were traveling, you were modeling around the world, so you didn't have like groups, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
So you were like coming and going and...
Exactly. But no, we never had a crush on the same guy at all.
But that could be interesting.
Could it be? I would have given him to you.
I would do the same.
Do you think Valeria should have another baby?
You can wait for me.
I'll wait for you. What is the hardest thing about long distance friendship?
Is the fact that you can't come for coffee.
I
You know, it's
know.
that simple.
I know.
Sometimes I just want to give you a call and make you come for coffee and tell you the day ahead.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
I know.
So I
Yeah.
need to save it all up, find a spot in your calendar, call you. It's a struggle,
It's a struggle.
but we make it work.
Yes, for sure. How do you manage to stay in tune with each other? That's a good question. Because you know what, it's true. It's very easy to grow apart as friends, especially as you become an adult. Thank you so much. Thank you. I look thirsty, right? It's very easy to become like, to grow apart as friends because again, life happens and you just meet other people and you know, you can get caught up with whatever you're in. But I guess for me, I picked up a few very solid friendships earlier in my life, and I just held on to them. And
I feel like our personalities came closer.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
It
Because I
was-
feel like
yeah.
when we met, we were still finding ourselves.
Yeah,
And now we're like landed at a good
yeah,
split.
for sure. I think it's getting better with the years.
What is the craziest thing you two experienced together? I feel like we had some really weird ass nights in Tel Aviv.
But you know, 14 years. Can you remember everything?
No. A lot of it I probably made sure I won't remember.
Yeah. That making sense.
Describe each other with 3 words only. 3 words. Go. No pressure.
Oh my God, I'm impressioned. Okay. Very good heart. Emotional intelligence.
Okay.
Is that a description?
Yes, it is. Emotionally intelligent, yes.
And someone to have a good laugh with.
3 qualities, Mia. Ambitious, sincere, and devoted. I would say you're a very devoted friend. You're very devoted. Like once it's your person, it's your person. Like
I love it.
You go around the world for them, you know?
I love it.
What is the biggest change you've seen in me and what stayed exactly the same?
Okay. I have this. So the biggest change I think I can see at the past 2 years.
Yeah.
I think you are more family type than you've been before. Before you are very all into like building yourself and like to like all or nothing. And right now you a little bit settle down. You have more time for friends. It's amazing. It's amazing to see that you like suddenly became like
settled.
And I feel that you cherish me as a family and not as a friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that's really nice. What stayed the same?
Stay the same. I think your ambition.
Stayed the same? Really?
Yeah.
You think I always was ambitious?
Yeah.
I don't remember myself as ambitious.
No, you've been ambitious since the moment you open your YouTube channel. It's the same. It's like a rocket ship.
When are you going to meet again?
Next year in Tel Aviv and Mykonos.
What did you think about Gary when you two guys started dating?
Oh my God, I loved this guy. I loved him.
But were you worried about our age difference?
Well, you know, I was 22.
Yeah.
You were 20.
Yeah.
Of course, when I first saw him, I was like, oh wow, he's like grown up.
Yeah.
He's
a
grown
man.
up. Yeah. But then, like 10 minutes into our first conversation, I understood this is the man that's gonna love her more than anyone in the world, and I loved it.
Yeah, they kind of like just clicked right away. Gary
we clicked.
loves me and Roy.
Yeah, we clicked.
Favorite drunk memory?
We had
oh my
so
God.
much.
Okay, but the recent one was probably at Principote in
Yeah, for
Mykonos. It was
sure.
amazing.
For sure.
We were just like
You can send them to your vlog.
flying on life. I know, I'm gonna link the vlog.
Yeah, for sure.
We were just living.
Oh my God.
Have the things you have in common became less now that you're married with kids? No. That's the thing though.
Yeah,
you
it's
see, like
amazing.
that's what's amazing about it is that because she knew me before all of this, she actually revives me. So I think that so often, you know, sometimes I feel like I get lost in like parenting and motherhood and being a wife and just being an adult, and this is like my lifeline. I'll call her.
But I understand your mood. I understand your soul, you know? Like, I know what you're going through, even though I didn't leave being a mom, you know?
Yeah. But it's only,
whatever.
but not only that. Sometimes I feel like, you know what? I'm over being a mom. Like, I don't want to be a mom right now.
Yeah.
And when I call you,
you know what? It's true, because you can be Valeria of 10 years ago like this.
but do you know how special it is? Do you know
For
how
sure.
difficult it is to do?
This is my goal, babe.
I know, but I'm gonna do it for you because you're giving it
You
to me.
will.
I'm giving it to you back.
Amazing.
Okay, what is the one thing you learned from each other?
Hard work.
Dedication and consistency.
So the same.
Let me show you where we are. People are not allowed. We're not allowed to shoot. We're not allowed to shoot. Look at me, a double fisting. Hey, love you guys.